everyone, and welcome to another My Voice Reigns Life. Letting your voice reign is possible video. As promised, this is episode 2 of the 3-part Black History Month series that I do every year. For those of you all who have not seen the first episode, I think you should go ahead and head over to my YouTube page, like and subscribe, hit your bell notifications so that you can be notified each and every time a video of mine is out. So with the first episode, that one was about, do you know who you are? This particular episode will be geared to why our people feel it is okay to step on one another to reach whatever level of success they feel is needed in their life at that time, in that moment. This topic touches my heart and resonates with me because we all have went through different situations and scenarios that was a test of our character, and are going through things now that are a test of our character. And based upon the decisions that we choose to make during these tests determines what type of character we actually have. It determines who we are. Now, many of you all are aware of the killings that have happened in our community, but some of the main ones that have happened to our nation of people was one with the late great Nipsey Hussle. That one really hit our community really hard. And the one with Young Dolph, that one hit our community really hard. Now, of course, there's been some things that have hit close home to us, some very important, people of ours who have been murdered due to different circumstances for whatever hatred that individuals held in their heart, some of which are George Floyd, Amari Locke, Breonna Taylor, and the list can go on and on and on, you guys. I'm telling you, the list can go on and on, but you already know that, right? But I chose to say Nipsey Hussle and Young Dolph because these were major influencers in the world we live in today who were giving back to the community. They had obtained some form of wealth that was of a huge magnitude. When I say that, these brothers were very well invested in real estate and clothing attire lines. They were solidified in their music. They were giving back to the community. So I chose to bring up those two names because those are some of our young brothers who were recently murdered, who were entrepreneurs, who had multiple streams of income. So they had a nice amount of wealth. So when I talk about this topic of why our people choose to step on each other to get to success, this is a important topic because a major part of Black history, if we're going to educate each other and learn from each other and start to have healthy conversations that would allow us to evolve and grow, we need to talk about this topic right here. We need to talk about this topic right here because when a door is open for one individual, you must know that the door is open for you. I heard a preacher say that, and I just heard this. I heard a snippet. I didn't hear his whole sermon. I heard a snippet on TikTok. I heard him say, you don't get mad when God bless your neighbor. Be glad that God is in the neighborhood. You feel me? So with these individuals who were opening doors for other people and teaching people how to be wealthy and successful, but not only teaching others, but giving back to the community, for them to be snuffed out like none of their good deeds matter, or they weren't trying to create better in their lives, that was a great loss to our community. That was a great loss to our community. Now I'm going to speak on why that was a great loss. And I'm going to tell you also, let me just state this. I do not know either of these individuals. I weren't a part of their day-to-day lives. I do not know their personal lifestyles, what they chose to do on their own time. I use these two characters to speak on why people step on each other to get to success because of the magnitude of success that they obtain. That's why I chose to use those names. Those names stood out to me the most because they were in the public eye for a long time, and both of them are still being talked about very heavily in our community. So that's why I use those two names. So let's get into the first point. Why our people feel it's okay to step on one another to reach success. So, number one, some people think their next big opportunity, they may just be the only opportunity they have. There is something wrong with this mindset, and I'm going to point it out to you. What's wrong with this mindset is opportunity should never block out your morals and your values. Opportunity should never block out your morals and your values. See, a person with character know that opportunities are going to come. You may be few in between your opportunities, but that does not mean you have to jump on the bandwagon of the very first. Even if it's involving a friend, you definitely don't want to do that. Been there, done that, learned. People are more important than the opportunity. See, the thing about opportunities are they are temporary, but they have the ability to make or break you. What you did before you got that opportunity and between having that opportunity, all of that counts because it determines how your future will go. How many of you know that? The decisions we make today affect our tomorrow. It's true. It's true. And trust me, I'm far from perfect. But this is something we have to account for in our community because we do not want to add fuel to the fire. We don't want to be a part of the problem. We want to be a part of the solution. If we're talking about growth and expansion and creating our own business and creating wealth within our community so that we can have our own grocery stores that will maintain our health and well-being, so that we can have our own school systems that are also a source of maintaining our health and wellness, because mental health is very important as well. Education is very important as well. So if we want to build up our own and have the money circulating through our communities, we have to be careful who we step on. If you one of those crab in a barrels type and you pulling down a person who trying to get up there and who got the mindset to get everybody free and out of what's going on, what happens to you later on down the line? This is important. This is good. This is good, you all. This is good. What happens to you and yours later on down the line when you just erase the individual you wanted to step on in the moment for a temporary opportunity? Are you hearing me? What happened to you and yours? Because it's not a guarantee that you are capable or able to get that same exact opportunity and do what the visionary was meant to do with that opportunity. Do you hear me? I don't know if y'all ready. I don't know if y'all ready, because this is such a deep topic. We can't afford to keep losing the people who are brave enough and courageous enough to step out there and actually create the difference that needs to be made for the growth and evolution of our people. Come on. So, with that being said, just know, you all, just know, the next opportunity is not the only opportunity. Know who you are. Going back to the first episode, because when you know who you are, you know that your greatness is everything. You know that the purpose within you is so big and so grand. It cannot be conditioned or reduced to one opportunity. So if you have to pass up an opportunity because of your morals and your values and your consciousness is telling you to do so, do it. So be it. Because guess what? The next opportunity that fits you and that is aligned with your purpose is on the way. Oh, so I just created a question now. So if you tied up in an opportunity that weren't for you, just because you thought it was the last opportunity that could possibly come, if you tied up in that opportunity, what happens when the opportunity that's truly meant for you tries to knock on your door? And it's involving and aligned with your purpose. What happens to that? Oh, you can potentially miss it, and it can go to the next individual because you are already in something that you shouldn't have been in the first place. Is there a lesson in that? There's a great lesson in that. But if you don't want that to be you, know that every opportunity is not meant for you. Okay, every opportunity that come your way is not the last opportunity. That's how great you are. That's how powerful you are. That's how big your purpose is with you. You have to remember you are a direct manifestation of the Most High. So here we go. We're going to get into number 2. Okay, number 2 is sometimes making sometimes making it can be a 1 in a million chance to make it out. Wow. This is one of the main reasons why our people choose to step on one another. Because sometimes making it, you just have a 1 in a million chance. And I'm telling you, some of the conditions in the hood are so horrible. You just ready to get out. You ready to go. You ready to get the ASAP. I understand. You see, I come from the hood. I came from it. I came from the place of walking down the streets and all you see is broken bottles and weed from the fight the night before, and bullet wounds and bullet shots in cars, and abandoned buildings and abandoned apartments. That's all you see in your community. And then not only do you see the bullet shots in the cars and the windows, you see a dead body laying right out there in front of you. I've been there, done that, seen that, come from that. So I know that perception that sometimes making it out, you have a 1 in a million chance in our community. But see, what you have to realize is that 1 in a million chance mentality is a stigma that has been placed upon you and yours and our people, because it's one of those things where it's just some people don't want you to know your greatness. Some people don't want you to know that you are the originator. You are the original creator, because you are a direct manifestation of the Most High. He created our people to be so resourceful and so resilient and so talented that we were the creators of the very things that we have access to this day. So come on now. The 1 in a million chance opportunity, you have to know that all of us can make it, because there's a piece for all of us. There's something grand for us all. We all see what's going on. We see the issues, but are we looking to be the solution? Because when you're looking to be the solution, you actually become the solution. Because you have to remember that the Most High, He blesses the visionary with the vision. And not only do He bless you with one vision, He continues to pour into you over and over again. But you have to be willing to tap into that part of you. Know who you are. Know who you are. Know who you are. First episode, go check it out if you missed it. Know who you are. You are great. You are magnificent. You are wonderful. You are a light-filled being. You are a creator. You are a teacher. You are a nurturer. You are one with the nature. You can do anything that you possibly can imagine. And the visions that you behold, you can allow those things to come into fruition by knowing who you are, not stepping on others to build yourself up, but to actually interact with the values and the morals that you have, to what? Not be a part of the problem, but to be a part of the solution. Are y'all ready? I don't know if y'all was ready for this lesson. What's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know if you're ready. It's not a 1 in a million chance. You are the 1 in a million rare individual that are able to conquer new things that you never imagined were possible to you at one point in your life, because of the things that you see. But you have to know that those things that you saw was there for you to be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem, stepping on people to get to where you want to be. Not a part of the problem. But one of those people who say, you know what, I'm not going to step on my brother and sister. I'm going to root for my brother and sister. I'm going to lift them up to the highest capacity, so that, yes, when it's my turn, I'll be graced with that same karma. I will be graced with that same seed that I planted in somebody. It may not be the person who I did it for, but somebody will do the very same thing for me. Yes, let's talk about it. These are the healthy conversations we need to be having inside of our community today. Yes, get into it. Get into it. You know how they say you creating a fad, you creating a trend. It's the new trend. Get into it. Let's not step on each other. Let's lift each other up into greatness. Let's root each other on. Let's support one another. If we want to see the change within our community, what's up? You want to see the change? Be a part of the change. Be a part of the solution. Okay. So with that being said, we'll go into number 3. This is the final point of the episode, you all. The final point. Drum roll. Here we go. The final point is, some people feel stepping on others is the only way to be. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Lying, cheating, stealing, scheming, scamming, individual you. And when I say those things, I don't say it from a place of judgment. You got to know who you are. If you know you a liar, a cheat, a scamming, scheming individual, guess what? There's room for even you to change and to do better and to check your moral compass and your values. Yes. Yes. Who am I or anyone else to point a finger at you and judge you and to cast a stone at you and put you down? Guess what? I don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in. But what I will tell you is you can do better because you are better. You are the direct manifestation of the Most High. Yes, you, even you. So all of that hurt and that pain and that anger, you have to release that to know who you are, because your fury can block you from being able to tap into the inner you, the loving you, the light-filled being that you are. It's hindering you. That anger, that depression, that rage. It's hindering you. It's blocking you. It's stopping you. It's not your brother and sister who's making it. They're putting in the work. And you know it's hard. It's not easy for them either. You know it's hard. It's not easy for any of us. So don't knock them or be mad at them because they're putting in the work. Because guess what? You can put in the very same amount of work. You just have to get out of your own way. You have to stop hindering you. You have to stop being your downfall. You have to stop blaming the people who are putting in the work. It's hard for them too. I have to say that. It's repetitive. It's repetition. It's hard for them too. It's not easy. But see, the difference between them and you is the fact that you rather put the energy into doing all the things that society considers the wrong things instead of putting the energy into having that good character, into building your moral compass, into building up good values, into building up into being the solution instead of being the problem. Because you haven't healed. You're so in your way. You haven't allowed yourself to heal. You haven't went back to the root of the problem of what's holding you back. So when you do that, you will be on your way. That's the good news. The good news is each and every day grants us an opportunity to tap into the greater part of ourselves, that part of ourselves that is willing to overcome anything, that part of ourselves that's willing to go the extra mile when our fleshly self is just ready to quit. You can find that part of you, and that part of you can stick. It will stick, because today is a brand new day for you. This is a new opportunity for you. You stepping on anyone will not prosper you. outside of a moment, a brief moment. You stepping on others to make yourself feel better in the moment will only make you feel worse. When you try to break a light field beam, you only break yourself. You end up broken. Come on now. Let's go. Since we want to talk, let's talk about it. So what I want you to go away from here today is knowing the next opportunity is not the only opportunity. The next opportunity is not the only opportunity. There is not only a 1 in a million chance for you to make it out. You are the 1 in a million. You are the rare necessity. You are the rare essential being that the world needs to live out your purpose. The final thing is, this is not a dog eat dog world, because the dog eat dog world is what got us in this position that the world is in today. So you have to choose what side you're going to be on. You have to choose what you invest your time in. You have to choose to be your self-motivator, because guess what? Nobody's going to do it for you. When I speak to you, I'm speaking to myself, because I have to remind myself on a daily basis. Yes. So with that being said, I want this message to reach and resonate with any individual who needs to hear it. Share with 15 of your friends. Okay? Share with 15 of your friends. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about it. Let's have these healthy conversations within our community. A few announcements. I would like to let you know to also remember to put on your bell notifications so you won't ever miss any of my content. I always have motivational apparel available for purchase for you 24/7, 365 days of the year. Okay, 365. I have motivational journals. I have flower pens, and I sell what women love. Yes. So get into it and hit me up for your next purchase. Hit me up if you would like to make a donation. Yes. Always remember to let your voice ring.